Welcome on back to the channel, everybody. It is time to go deer hunting. Part 2 of the quest for the pond deer. This is really like part 3, and I've already hunted this deer for 5 or 6 days, and we're putting in another weekend trying to go after this special deer that is living by this pond. We've already tried a makeshift canvas blind on this deer that didn't work out that well. We've tried a regular ground blind bow hunting for this deer, and then we've backed off and tried to do some rifle hunting, and the deer disappeared. We've given it some time, about a week or two, and now we're back. So now the hope is this deer has had enough time off with no hunting pressure that we can go back here, get in the rifle blind, and hopefully he shows up. Now let's get into the deer blind and start hunting the pond deer. First evening sit right here. As you can tell, I'm not playing games because I've got a camo bandana on and I'm sitting with the rifle. I'm not even gonna play around with the bow this time, y'all. We're getting straight down to business. As you've seen in the other videos, we've seen some other deer here. There's not many, but the big pond deer, he comes in usually in the mornings. And I've got about 3 sits I'm gonna do here in this area. Hopefully we get them on camera. I got my long lens, so we're gonna be filming with this. Cross your fingers that the pond deer goes down. Consistently, we're just missing the hammer. Oh, there's another couple deer. They're on that backside. That feeder pin fence is gonna give me some trouble. He's just gonna have to step in the right spot. They're looking back right now. Nobody's coming into the feeder yet. They're just kind of milling around on the outside. It's 5:07. We've got about 30 minutes till the sun really goes down. The way this deer acts, he's probably gonna come out at the very, very end of the day. It looks like right now this 2.5-year-old is kind of dominating, so this is a good sign. It's a good sign of the deer moving right now. Coyotes are going crazy too. That big buck is just off to the left. The young big one. The way they're sitting right now is absolutely perfect to give me a shot at that big buck. Look at that deer, man. They're definitely weary of that blind. I see him checking it out. I'm glad I'm sitting in here. One more time. God, that's a cool buck, y'all. That's what sketches me out about being in the bow blind, is because the mornings and the evenings it is flat calm, and they get spooky. 10 more minutes, it'll be dark. And then if he doesn't show up, we're getting ready for the morning. guys. This has been about really about a month process since I started filming the pond deer, so I hope it all comes together this weekend. Well, good morning, campers. It's just about freezing right now, dead calm again, and I have it on good authority from my buddy Gabe out here that he checked the trail cams yesterday. I was wondering where the card was. He had it. He showed me that pond deer was there yesterday morning around 7 o'clock. So the stars are aligning literally right now. This is the winter solstice. I think they're calling it the Bethlehem star is appearing. So maybe we'll have a little luck. I think that's a 12 point that I saw last time there, guys. He's a stud dude, double split brows. He doesn't like something. So right now, perfectly in front of me at 100 yards, we've got the 2.5-year-old bruiser, and then we've got this other deer. I think it's the same deer I saw one evening that I was in the bow blind. I wish the big pond deer would show up and just stand right there where they are. Side woods, just watching. I just need a short little window. It is 7:52. All deer have left scene. I kind of want to go back, check the trail cam pictures one more time, just make sure I'm looking at the right deer that I thought I saw. I was looking at it late last night on a tiny LCD screen, so I may hunt somewhere else this evening since this deer's not showing up here in the evenings, but we'll definitely be back here in the morning, same spot, same channel, same program. Stay tuned. Call it a bad morning. Looking at nice deer. Had that 10-point brow tine was broken off. 2.5-year-old freak. You know, he's gonna be a bruiser. I hope he sticks around, but pond deer did not show up. Now I came back here and I looked at the SD card out of the camera again. There's been a new development. The first time I ever looked at that camera, I saw a buck, and it was kind of, I couldn't make it out. It was bad shadows, and you know, it was a weird position. I knew it was a good mature buck, but I just couldn't make it out, his antlers and everything. This time I went back just a few days ago, just trying to look and see the timing for the pond deer, and there's another pond deer. I think we're just gonna call this guy pond deer number 2. And in fact, he might be superior as far as antler wise to the old pond buck. The old pond deer number 1, pretty decent mass. He's basically a mainframe 9, and he's got a little kicker off his G2 on his right side. But this other deer, pond buck number 2, he has got a monster brow tine coming up. I mean, a monster brow tine, bigger than any other brow tine I've ever seen out here. And he's got some crab claws. He's a really cool deer. If that deer walks out, I will be sending a 308 round downrange. So our chances at getting a trophy buck at the pond just went up, and I've got this evening sit, and this other deer is coming in the evening, so we got a chance there. You know, last couple days he hadn't been here. He was here 3 days ago, so he's due. They're both due to come in, and I hope all this waiting, all this dedication to this pond is going to pay off.
You look like a pirate.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
A redneck pirate?
Yeah.
That's the pond deer.
That's the pond deer. What was this?
Hey, look at this. Crazy. So I'm checking these deer. Mike wanted me to check this one stand, and I find the pond deer over there. And it does make sense because it's only a few hundred yards away.
It's just,
I want to check the dates, but I think on the 17th, I saw the pond deer on all 3 cameras.
really? Surely they're not still rutting.
So it is time that we head in. I've decided that I'm going to hunt the pond again, despite this deer triangulating the last few days. The only spot, though, that I've seen the big unibrow is at the pond. We're hunting in the Crocs. A little good luck switch, you know, it's kind of like a rally cap. I got the bandana on, I got Crocs. Come on now. I'm doing what I can. Getting desperate out here. I think this is day 7 or 8. All right, man. The lucky tree. You see the pond deer. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not shooting.
You're not gonna shoot him. It's 4:12 right now. We've got about an hour until prime time, but drop Mike off. He's all set. The deer are somewhere between me and him. He's just up the road, probably 300 or 400 yards. Just checking all the trail cameras. It seems like the pond deer is making, you know, a triangle. He's over at the house too, which is right down here. He's just hanging out here. He's not as consistent as he was, but honestly, I'm hoping pond deer number 2 comes out because he's just a little more unique and he's crazy. He's got some crazy antlers. So we're all set, loaded up, ready to go. So far, I have seen the young deer, the young big deer, but that's it. You just gotta walk across real quick, back into the woods. He's looking for that grunt. Here we go, guys. He's got the young deer in front of him. I just needed him to step out a few feet to the right. I don't know, guys. I was shaky. I was shaky on the shot. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. Second deer worked out. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm shaking like a leaf. Oh my gosh. I gotta watch it back on video. I'm watching every frame. To be honest with you guys, I don't even know if I hit him. Just, he didn't kick that hard, and he jumped really high over the fence. I just don't know. I had to walk back to the ATV just to like get some nerves out. This could be the biggest deer that I've ever shot. If I hit him, I hope I did. I mean, it's not that far. It's like 125 yard shot maybe. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is just walk back in, kind of give like a quick scan of the area just to see if we have any evidence, and then we'll go from there. So for all y'all out there that are coming to the channel that have never deer hunted before, just hunting in general for any, medium-sized game and up, it is a emotional roller coaster. Just ups and downs of seeing animals go away, you didn't get a shot, then you finally get a shot, you hit the animal, you think. It's adrenaline highs, it's crazy lows, and that's the adventure of hunting. So I love it, y'all, but I really hope I hit this deer. That's gonna make my Christmas. Okay, I just walked in here and we have good news. That right there is some bright red blood. That looks pretty devastating. It's a big sigh of relief, y'all. At this point, I feel pretty confident, but I want to show you something else really crazy. That bullet exited and hit the fence. This is where that 308 came out and hit the fence. It came out of the deer and hit the fence right here. And that's what that big plume was that I saw on the backside. I feel a lot better now. Especially there's even more blood on the other side of the fence. So that 308 is just hard hitting. I'm gonna text Mike, let him know we got blood. I might go pick him up first and then have him help. But it's looking like good stuff right now, guys. Just got Mike. Good evening.
Good evening.
Saw a lot of bucks.
Yep.
Heard some grunts.
Heard some grunts, for sure.
No rut.
The other deer that were in here didn't act ruddy at all, but he was acting ruddy all night. Let's go find your buck.
All right, yeah, so I've looked in the area if we got blood, but I just wanted to wait until we got you and we'll go after it. So
let's do it.
Let's give it a whirl. That's where the bullet hit.
Holy cow. Dude, that's awesome.
And then
That's a dead deer for sure. Yes, sir.
I feel good. I feel good about it.
Oh my goodness.
We have a large amount of blood there.
The red stuff.
Dude, I'm getting a little
Makes the dead stuff.
I'm getting a little antsy. Okay, looks like he's from here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at the tree, dude.
Ugh.
Look at the tree. That's good dark right there.
He's just bouncing off of stuff.
Dude, he's literally bouncing off. Oh my gosh. There he is.
Dude. Oh man.
How far is that, you think?
I told you 20. Oh my gosh, that destroyed. Oh my gosh, he's a giant.
Gosh. That is... Holy cow, look at this deer. Well, guys.
Look at that brow tine.
Dude, look. He's got a little nipple he broke off here. And look at this brow tine. It's insane. That is an insane buck, y'all. Holy cow. Look at his G2s are freaking tall. That is so wicked, man. He's got a hook back here.
Dude, that's a sweet buck.
This is a absolute sweet buck, guys.
I've never seen a brow tine like that.
Dude, for the deer out here, this is super unique. Like, we just don't see bucks like this very often. So 308, put him to sleep quick. Oh my gosh, let's get this guy loaded. Let's get him up to the house, get a better look at him, and it's time to celebrate.
How could you have possibly thought you made a bad shot?
Because just the way, I don't know, the way he ran off, and like I couldn't see the impact. I was looking at the impact of the gate because I saw this plume and I was like, did I hit him in the guts or something and blow out or totally miss? I saw all this dust, but absolutely smoked him.
Dude, that's a good deer.
Smoked him, dude. That's a cool buck. Oh, son. That brow is crazy.
That is wicked.
That is crazy, man. Holy cow, what a buck. I think that is safe to say that is a wall hanger, ladies and gentlemen. Pond buck number 2 down. The quest is over. Well, y'all, we did it. We did it. I think this was 7 days. So the original pond deer that we saw, he was doing a triangle situation. He was getting a little crazy. And then I noticed this deer about a month ago on the camera, but it was really dusty looking photo. Couldn't really make him out. And then saw some recent pics of him coming in, and I just said, wow, that deer is crazy, unique. Dude, just look at his brow tine. I mean, he's got a curled, huge brow tine. Both his brow tines are curled back. He's got this weird little offshoot off his main beam in the front right here. Just a super cool deer, double crab claws. And he's super drawn up though from the rut. This deer has probably lost like 30 pounds. I can see his backbone, his ribs are sticking out back here, and he's definitely drawn up from being in the rut. But Still an incredible buck, and I'm just so happy he came out. So glad. Got very lucky off. We got very lucky because this deer was just not on camera much at all. It was pretty random, and I just made the decision to stick with that, staying at the pond for the chance that this guy would come out, and he did. So we never saw pond deer number 1. Pond deer number 2 came out. I was so shaky, I didn't even know what happened after I pulled the trigger. I was like, I don't know, I could have missed it. I don't know. I was shaking so hard. Made a really good shot. This is the brace built sleeper in 308. Absolutely crushes. Didn't go very far, and it was awesome. Walking up on this deer, me and Mike have scouted this place a lot and seen a lot of deer, and when we saw this deer on the trail cam, we were both like, what? Like, that is insane. We just don't see brow tines like that. Double crabs. I mean, he's just a really, really cool deer, and he'll definitely be going on the wall at the treehouse. So thank you guys for tuning in to this, I guess it's pretty much a series now, the quest for the pond deer. The deer living down there at the pond, there's not many, but man, there's some good ones. So good luck on all of your outdoor adventures, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button for sticking it out and getting a big buck, and I will see you on the next adventure.